Should be tripping. There we go. I have to like my own TikTok, my own YouTube. All right. So. At least I like a willow here to be gone.
We're firing the hole, but I mean on the backside. I mean like. Yeah, run into that fire, bro. Oh, got him, dude, with a headshot. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Oh shit, what's coming right at me, I think. Oh, dude, I killed him, but he hit me with the car, dude. Dude, I fucking popped him. You got it. Dreamy, you know what to do.
Dreamy, you know what to do.
I'll have my hunter. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Help me, Dreamy. Everybody's gonna hear it. God sakes. Behind that truck.
Great. That's phenomenal. There you are. What took you so long? Don't say, oh, I've been here the whole time, because no, you haven't. You had to refresh. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. See, this is how you know everything is tied in and everything is connected and they hear you and they see you. We were just talking about, was I not just boasting about Top Gun Maverick yesterday? I don't remember if it was on the podcast or in the stream. But I just opened up YouTube TV to put on the 4 screens of the football games, and right next to it, what do you think is advertising right now? Top Gun Maverick. It's literally right there. This is how you know everything they hear and see all. We hear and see. Not anything all conspiracy weird, but it's all connected, right? How many times do you talk to, like, you talk about a movie where you talk to somebody online and you talk about a movie or a show or a game and all of a sudden you see a trailer or you see like that. It just popped up. We were just talking about it. I didn't even search Maverick. I didn't look for any highlight trailers or anything because I already know the movie by heart. And where is it now? It is right up on the main feed of my YouTube TV. Right? And then things like, if you ever watch Facebook, if you like anything on Facebook, if you search on Amazon, as soon as you search something on Amazon, what do you think is going to happen on your Facebook feed? You're going to see everything up there. Just like I started looking up Corsair keyboards and stuff. By the way, we're going to need to talk about the ones you selected. I might have a difference of idea of ones that I want, but yeah, it's all over my Facebook feed right now, Corsair keyboards and mice. Because that's how it goes. But it's crazy. You can just talk there and it's like the airwaves catch it. So now there's Maverick, which we'll be watching again at some point. Because, well, we were talking with Bam. Yeah, we were talking with Bam. That's fine. I just sent the links to the ones I have. What were we? So the links of what? Oh. Well, those are the ones that you personally have? The ones that you said don't work very well? But I know those aren't yours, but those are the... Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I probably want to upgrade a little bit. I've seen a couple that I want. You told me your keyboard and mouse didn't work when I was asking about the Xbox. Or do you mean the ones that you showed me through Amazon work? Or am I just stupid and I'm not following any of this conversation? Oh, that's the export. Oh, you're... So... Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm stupid. I can't follow any of that. So the broken ones you were talking about were the keyboard and mouse for the Xbox. But the ones that... Your Corsair ones that you have are for your PC. Is that what we're saying? Is that what my smart brain just figured out? The PC ones work well, the Xbox ones do not. Well, unless you're sending them to me, then I'm going to get the ones that I want. And by I'm going to get them, I think we all know what that means. So, anyway, but yeah, those are good things. So yes, the fucking, I didn't think I was gonna like it. I didn't know how it would, but the chocolate hummus worked. So I was like, yeah, we'll give it a try. And I swear to God, that fucking pumpkin pie hummus is like if you close your eyes and I gave you like a fork full of that, you would think you were eating pumpkin pie. If I like put up a graham cracker and put it on there and you would think I scraped some pecan or some pumpkin pie and put it on a cracker. It's that fucking good. And I don't really like pumpkin pie, but that hummus is fucking awesome. It's not my dark chocolate. I sent those links because I know how well they work. What you decide after that is up to you. Right. No, I told you to look some up. That's fine. And exactly. I'll decide at that point what ones I want, and then I will get those. Right? Right. So. Digital speeds. So the internet was acting funky. Charter isn't the greatest anyway. You pay for 1 gig and you get like 600 gig. I mean, you pay for 1 gig and you get like 600 megabytes. Fuck, if you got 600 gigabytes, oh my god, legendary. Holy fuck. But they're not the most great. They're not the greatest fucking internet company, but it works. Sometimes I get 500 gigabytes out of a gigabyte speed that I should be getting. So that's the bare minimum that I'm going to accept in Montana. So I'll have to work on that to make sure that I at least get 1 gigabyte. I can't go any less than that. So I killed my stream and then that was it. So then I finally just reset everything. Dude, 600 gig internet. Holy fuck. Shit would be sending to where it needs to go and coming back 100 times before you even fucking pressed it the first time. Like, but so I didn't finish my stream. It just kind of died. And you know me, I hate, but I was so close to having to stop for dinner. I was like, fuck. But I hate when it ends on that note. You know me. I've even fucking gone live for like 2 minutes just to tell everybody goodbye because I couldn't handle it just crashing. I don't accept that. But I did. I just said fuck it, and that was it. But we'll see what Montana has to offer. Just make sure I have the fastest, and that's how it's gonna be. Because especially for doing all this and everything, and for the setup to be the way it is. That's what we're gonna need to do. So, do we want to watch my? Yeah, we do. But do you see? You can hear how it's almost a reverberance right there. That's gone now because I muted that mic, so there shouldn't be any problems. And I think you heard me on the stream today, and it didn't sound anything like this. So. Got him here. We'll fire in the hole. I mean, on the backside. What? Yeah, run into that fire, bro. Oh, got him, dude, with a headshot. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit, it's coming right at me. There it is. The moment. Oh, dude, I killed him, but he hit me with the car, dude. Dude, I fucking popped him. Yeah, I don't know. Dreamy, you know what to do. It must have reset itself when I closed OBS before, but it's all good, so we're good. I'll just make sure that mic auxiliary is muted, and we'll be good. There it is. So yeah, and that thing that I told you about earlier, that streamer blocked that person immediately after they said that, like immediately. Like I was typing "excuse me?" and before I even pressed enter, she blocked them. And she's like, "We're not gonna have any of that if someone's opening up their feelings and stuff." So otherwise, I would have not stuck around and unfollowed that streamer if they can't. If they like think that would have been funny or supporting or didn't, I just was like, oh, whatever. But no, she was on it like really quick, so that was good. Yeah. So it's a testament to that streamer and their morals or whatever, and their ethics and their class and tact and stuff. Whatever they even choose to do on stream like that. That was a pretty good thing. So I told her thank you for sticking up for me. And not that I needed, like, that she was, you know, because if somebody says that to my face, I'll handle my business. I don't care who you are. And then, yeah, not a good idea. And it's just tasteless. It just tells you how that person is as a human being, and then you just, you know what, like, you don't want to wish ill will on people because of, I don't want to live like that anymore. But people like that, they deserve everything karma fucking sends their way. I'm sorry. That's tasteless, classless. It's uncalled for. It's not even funny. It's not cutesy. You're sick in the fucking head. And you're going to get served by somebody one time that you do that to them in person because you have the luxury of hiding behind the fucking keyboard. Now, let's talk about keyboard warriors, right? Keyboard warriors, it's fucking half the human race. That won't say that shit to your face, that won't fucking act like that in person, but behind the keyboard, they can be whatever they want. That's why they like playing games like Grand Theft Auto and fucking going on like Call of Duty and cheating and fucking saying all the shit that they do, and because they can hide behind a fucking screen in the safety of their house, or their apartment, or their garage, or their parents' house, or their fucking shack, or their fucking trailer. So keyboard warriors don't impress me. People in public that are ballsy enough to talk like that don't impress me. They don't intimidate me. Most of the time, I just like go on with my life. Like I have enough things going on mentally, warrior or demons that I battle, I don't need to battle a keyboard warrior or a fucking, a fucking mouth breather, as we'll call them. Just like Stranger Things, like, I don't need to battle mouth breathers. And on the internet, like, bro, I mean, it even diminishes any type of, like, intimidation factor that you would, because you're behind a keyboard. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I could be the smallest, weakest man, and it might break my arm to fucking do something. I'm not saying that I'm going to assault anybody. But I'm just going to say that, like, I don't care who you are. If your whole purpose to say that is to trigger me, I'm going to be pulling the trigger, no doubt. And metaphorically, Twitch, it's just an expression. I mean, if you say that with the intention of, like, you honestly think that, just, if your whole purpose is just to trigger people, like, you're going to get served one way or the other. And I don't care who you are. That would cause me to absolutely lose everything I could, every restraint that I could have. Because you're hiding behind a keyboard right now. I'm in a keyboard right now. It's not like I can come through the screen and do anything or say anything. But if somebody were to, like, be sitting at a table and, like, or anywhere, and I'm sitting pouring my heart out, and then that was the first thing they said to me, like, I wouldn't be able to hold myself back. It would be crazy. Yo, Commando, what's up, buddy? I love you too, brother. I was just talking about a little incident that happened earlier. I seen you on Instagram looking like a legend, man. I'm like, I need to squeeze into those pictures, man. I'm your first-hand brother. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. How are you doing, man? How's everything going since we last hung out in the Discord? Those pictures are legendary. Got you tabbed up. Are you streaming right now? Yeah, Commando needs a speaker, man, and I'm gonna be his man. I'm gonna take over everything that he doesn't need to handle, so he can go have a good time. We had a really good discussion. I mean, I joke. I'm not, like, trying to force myself on you, but we had a really good discussion in Discord the other day, and I was like, yeah, dude, I would love to be your right-hand man, or whatever you want to call him. Been working on a lot of offline content. Nice. Like what? Dude, I'm free. Dude, I'm all yours. No joke. You need me, I got you. You can have me. In all seriousness of the word, of this everything, if you really need something, I would love to do that. Yeah, absolutely. I might need you on the podcast to introduce yourself. Yeah, dude, whenever. Nobody ever asked me to come on the podcast. I'm always asking them. By the way, I've got a special guest coming on the podcast Monday. I don't want to really say anything right now. He did agree to it, but it'll be another time. But yeah, you just need to let me know. I'm just trying to make deals so I can pay you. Hey, bro, you know what? Again, like, yes, I want to have a simple life and live a simple life and be good. The money will come. That's not why I'm trying to do it or would want to do it. I like good people and I like to do good things for people, and that's payment right there. So anything else, that's all for you to handle. I'm not even going to be like, what are you going to pay me? Oh, where's my... No, like, that's not what I'm about. But so that's on your end. I didn't even think that. You know what? I'll be honest. When we had that conversation, do you know what I thought the most about? Was being in the circles that you walk in and being able to talk to those people and just have conversations with them. That's what I was thinking about the most, and that's the God's honest truth, right? I'm like, the business end, the economic end, that's you. Which is why I respect you and want you up with me. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, and this is me. You know, it's me, right? I don't lie or fake or put up a front. I think you can know that. But yeah, I'd love to come on your podcast anytime. You just got to let me know, dude. That would be cool. And introduce myself. Yeah, that would be great. I get paid for being Cutter's mod in appreciation. I think she says that sincerely, but she might be a little bit taking a dig at me. I'm not quite sure. but no, in all seriousness, bro, like my thought process being like with you would be just the circles you walk in, being able to talk to those people and just, just do that kind of stuff, right? I didn't even think about the money side of it. Like that wasn't what it was about. So, hey, that's some good payment. That's sincere. Yeah, but Commando was the guy I was talking to in the Discord. You couldn't hear the other part of the conversation because the way I have my setup now, people can't hear anybody on my streams when I'm in the GGL Discord, which could be good and bad. But we had a really good conversation, and that whole time I was just like, I just wanted the feeling of being somebody that, like, can stand in and talk to those people for you and just be like, yeah, and then you can trust that, that I'm going to take good care of those people, right? And I think it's cool. It's a world, it's a circle I would love to be in, just being able to talk to people. It helps me not feel like a shadow and alone. So monetary stuff, that's not even something I'm looking at. Do I want to be well off enough to like live a simple life? Yeah. But is that what my priority is? Absolutely not. My priority would be you, your well-being, what it does for your brand and you. And then after that, that'll take care of itself, right? Yeah, that's what I do too, just in case something crazy gets said. Yeah, exactly. We need you out in the world. Pay will come with it, I promise. Yeah, I want to get out in the world, man. I don't know how much time I have left. I need to make my late girlfriend proud, my daughter proud. For 53 years, right? Or 52 years, I wasted it. I don't want to waste it anymore. And part of that is to be out there with like people that like in worlds like yours, like, and I think I would be good out there. I think people would take to me, and I think I understand and talk to people on a different level now. Everything that I've gone through, you've got the time. Yeah, I absolutely do have the time, right? I don't take it lightly as like I don't sit here cocky like I have all the time in the world. That's not it at all, because I don't necessarily have all the time in the world. But as far as I have the luxury of open availability for things. Yeah, but it's a very humble luxury that I accept. Right. It's not looked upon as like, yeah, man, I can do whatever. It's not that at all. I put myself in a situation where, yeah, I do have it, but I really appreciate it, and I want to do good things with it. Podcast, stream, work for people like you, and support people like you and stuff like that. I think it would be amazing. I mean, the first day we met, dude, that was great. The first day we met, he was one of the first guys that just walked up to me and knew me. Because he knew from seeing me on the podcast. And he's like, Cutter! I'm like, that is the greatest feeling in the world, right? So yeah, but nah, it's just cool, man. You're really cool. I appreciate that you even consider me for things, and even I'm not even like sitting here going, okay, this is written in stone, he's gonna bring me on. Like, no. The thought of it is amazing. I would like to believe that I could do something for you and help you out, and that would be great. And if it comes to that, great. But I don't want you to think that I'm like running around telling the world, like, guess what? No, it's a humbleness. It's like I wait for things to actually happen for me to really like let my feelings explode over it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You ace LB in my eyes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, things like stuff like this don't happen to Cutter. They haven't, so they're new. So, and it's kind of like, I believe that they can happen. But until I'm actually like walking next to you, like wherever we might be, I'll wait for that real good feeling to be released until I'm like sitting there walking with you. You a celebrity? Oh, okay. Sorry, man. I don't. A celebrity in my eyes, man. I am by far a celebrity, bro. If anything, that is you. But I appreciate the sentiment. I would like to be a celebrity, but a celebrity of the people, right? Not a celebrity of the dollar bill, right? I want people to know me, and if they know me as like, you know, Commando's like secondhand man, let's just use that term for lack of a better word, right? Yeah, if they know Cutter as Commando's secondhand man, and that he's the man to talk to, and we're gonna go out and like Cutter's gonna go handle it, or you know, hey, we want to go talk to Cutter because we want to know what's up with Commando, like, then yeah, that's the kind of celebrity I want. Not like, oh, I got tons of money and fancy cars and a big house, because I really don't even want those things. I just want a cool house and a decent car, and be able to do my this stuff and stuff like that with you. You know what I mean? So I don't know about celebrity, but if you do want my autograph, I will happily sign anything for you. Because I have a fucked up signature, actually. Not a fucked up one, but I have a crazy signature. I had a bank teller once ask me if I was scribbling on the paper, and I'm like, I'm fucking signing my name, lady. Yeah, I'm just trying to live a simple life. Yeah, and it's different for everybody. But yeah, I don't need the new Bugatti or whatever the fucking things are called. Just give me a fucking nice truck that I can drive around in Montana when I'm there and fucking, get to my daughter and back and stuff like that. Like, that's what I need. A simple life, right? You know, I've come to a realization after losing my girlfriend that I think I am determined to be pretty much alone, but hopefully I can touch people along the way and help people out. And if this is a way that I can help you out, then that's a way. I want to help people with my story. I want to help people with the way that I am, that I treat people, and I want to help them if they need me to do stuff for them, to talk to people for them. Like, I want to help people however I can, and if it helps their lives be better, then maybe that will help me in my journey for the rest of my life. I do love touching peeps. I do. I won't lie. We won't lie. Maybe when I come on your podcast, I'll introduce myself as Cutter. I am Cutterdawg. I like to touch peeps. That should get the ball rolling pretty good, right? That should break the ice. They're like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "No, really." I feel you, yeah. But you're a good guy, man. I really like you. Whether these opportunities come up or whatever, just knowing you, it makes my life a little bit better, right? To know that people like you are, in one way or another, a part of it, you know? So, it's really cool, man. And I will do whatever you need me to do, you know? You can worry about the financial part of it. I'm not worried about it. I trust you. I just want to be there for you in any way that I can, whatever it does, whatever I can to help you make your life better and easier is what I want to do for you. Everything else right there is just you putting icing on the cake, and we'll do, you know what I mean? So it's cool though. But yeah. The icebreaker. Let's call it when you bring me on, be like, Cutterdawg. He likes to touch peeps, right? That's gonna be the thing up in lights. When I start going in your circles, I'll start meeting people. I'll be like, yeah, I'm Cutter I'm Commando's secondhand man. I'm Cutter. I like to touch peeps, and then shake their hand. Be like, no, see, I want to touch your hand because I want to shake your hand. Like, don't make it weird. Start off that's going to be the icebreaker, right? Hey, you never know. No, I think my icebreaker for people is that I just talk from me, right? I think we talked about it, but the biggest way to talk with, I don't like to say to people, right? Don't talk to people. You talk with people, right? So like I want to talk with people. I don't want to talk to people. I want to talk with people, but I talk with them just as me, right? as me. Not a fake person. Not as, I'm not going to hide my story. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. If something is mentioned that sparks something about my life, I'm going to bring it in, because I think when somebody brings up something that sparks a part of your life and you share that with them, it's a connection, right? It's a connection. Whether it be related to alcohol, whether it be related to games, music, movies, anything. And you just talk with people. Potatoes, what's up, buddy? It's been a minute. How's it going over in the NYC? We're hanging out we're just talking to Commando up here. GGL in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming through. But yeah, man. And I think it's kind of like, you'll get more people like, wanting to talk to you and wanting to be around you and wanting to be like, God, I love when they know they're going to see you, right? And they know that like maybe somebody like me is there and how I talk to people, they're going to want that interaction more, because they know like, oh yeah, Cutter's going to be there. He's going to talk to us. Commando's going to be there. And they, they're great guys. Like that's the kind of thing that you're going to get when you talk with people and not to people. Yeah. Me over here being the odd duck, stuck odd duck in the street. You're not the odd duck. Okay, you are, but you're a nice odd duck. Been better. The legs still work. Hey, as long as the legs still work, man. I hope you're hanging in there, though. But just correct. See, Commando knows it. And this is me, right? This isn't bullshit. So, hey, and maybe some people won't like me. They'll be like, that guy Cutter is so fucking amazing. Like, I don't even like that. No, I'm just kidding. They're like, I want someone that's a jerk. Oh, no, I can't be that way. But you'll catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar, right? And it's the same thing. If you treat people on the same level and talk with people and not to people or at people, right? Those are the two worst things. You will be liked. Trust that. I hope so, man. That's all I've ever wanted. You know how people say, like, oh, I don't really care what that person thinks about me, or I don't really care about what people think about me. Do you know what? My entire life, I tried to believe that, but that wasn't the truth. I really do want people to like me, right? I do care when people do or don't like me. But when they don't like me, I just let them go, right? I don't dwell on it, but it hurts. But I just want people to like me, and I hope they do. And I appreciate you saying that, but, I do want to be liked. And I want to be approachable, and I want to be liked, and I want people to know that they can talk to me, and when they do, it's going to be cool. That we're talking with people. We're not talking at people, so. Dude, I'm an a-hole, and I'm like, you're fine. Right, okay, if you can like me, then we're good. Okay. All right, then, you know what? Let's go. Sign me up. Tell me where to sign. Let's get going. I like you, not your pizza. Yeah. Fuck you. Good. That just means more for me. See, it used to be a big deal where it's like you had to make people like what you like. No, fuck that, dude. When people don't like pineapple on pizza, or people don't like hummus, or people don't like jalapenos, dude, that just means more for me. Like my late girlfriend, there were things that she didn't like hummus. She doesn't like anything spicy and jalapeno. I'm like, great. She didn't like the purple Powerades, but I didn't see it as a bad thing. I just meant that that's more for me. Yeah, we just got to get you out at more events, and I promise it changes the game. Yeah, I want to go. Yeah, let's go. I want to go. I want to go see the first one and get the ice, not shake off the cobwebs, but pop the cherry, so to speak. I don't know. Are we allowed to use that anymore? Well, I just did, so oh well. But you know what I mean. I need to get to that first one with you, man, so I can show you. Because part of it is, it's not going to be how much I am to the people that we talk to or with. It's going to be, I want you to see that, like, yeah, I make you proud, right? That you go, yep, I made a really good decision in bringing this guy into my circle or whatever. And I think once they get the first one out of the way and then start going, yeah, then I think you'll see that, man, I'm just a good guy that wants to share people and share with people and talk with people. I feel like I'm putting out a resume, but I'm kind of not. I'm just being me. But yeah, let's go. That would be great. Because God, you know I can talk, man. And when you know I can talk. We selling ourselves, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you. I just want you to never, you know, when we start doing, or I want to say when we do, because I want to be positive. But if we do these things, I just want you to never regret the decisions you make as far as me, right? And I've always lived my life as that I feel like I need to perform to please people to the point of like, yeah, I made a decision to be his friend, or I made a good decision to bring him on. I just, it's just what helps me go, and it's just how I've always been, right? I know who you are, King. Just continue to be yourself. Yeah. I try. Not everybody. I don't know. I try, and I will continue to do so. Yeah, man, it's the only way I know how to be. It's kind of like the line from Maverick when they keep telling him like, "I don't like that look, Maverick," and he's like, "It's the only one I got." It's like people are like, "It's just keep being you, Cutter," and it's like it's the only way I know how. I don't know how else to be otherwise. I just don't, and I don't want to because I like me, right? I like me. I don't like things that have happened to me, but I like me. I think I'm a good person and I treat people good. At least I try, and that's the goal. So, but anyway, but yeah. So what are you working on, man? You said you're working on some offline things. Or are these like secrets that only I get to know when you bring me on the payroll? Like hush hush right now. Like I just didn't know if you were streaming or anything. I wanted to, because you said you were tabbing me up, so I was gonna pull you up, but you said that you were working offline though, right? What are we working on, man? We want the deets. Potatoes, how's it go? Hey, how's the weather in New York, Potatoes? It's cold now, right? It's starting to finally get cold here, man. Just editing videos for my tourney last night. Oh, sweet. What tournament was it in? I heard Jay say something about that he forgot about it. What was the tournament? People. I did a Lux. Oh, I did a Rocket League tournament. Oh, shit. Dude, I haven't played that game but for 5 minutes with Toji, and I don't know. I used to watch my daughter play that shit, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, are we playing soccer ball with cars? And then I just never played it. I was always the Gears of War guy, right? And then I see, like, soccer ball car game, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I know it's super popular. I mean, obviously. That's good, though, for a VR place that opened up. Oh, nice. How did you do? Oh, you weren't good enough to win? Hey, but you did it, right? That's cool though, right? That's why I'm doing. That's why like I do tournaments like Apex Legends. I'm not good at it, but I do it. I hopefully won't ever have to play that fucking terrible game again. But we're not talking about that right now. I love Gears. Halo is my start, dude. Yeah, so I started out on Halo, and I loved Halo 1, 2, and 3, and then I discovered Gears of War, and then I never looked back to Halo. Like I don't like Halo anymore. I could go back and I played it last year with my buddy, and I was still good at it, but I don't like it. Gears of War is my jam. I actually have that. Do you like how I pushed up my flabby muscle to make it look like I had one? That's my Gears of War tat that I got. That was my first ever tattoo that I got. So if you don't know if I'm a Gears of War fan, there's your answer. But yeah, I started out with Halo and then moved on to Gears, and then that was it. I just thought even that new Halo is not good. But I will tell you this. They are coming out. I forgot what it is. The OGs, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Do you know when I got my first Xbox, when the Xbox first came out, and I got one? The first game I ever got was Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. I'm a huge Splinter Cell fan. Then I found Halo, and I loved Halo up until 3, and then I found Gears of War, and then it was Gears of War, and the OG Gears. Like, I don't know if you played that Gears of War Reloaded, but I did on stream, and oh yeah, I loved it. I haven't done much in the multiplayer, but yeah, OGs, dude. Great games. And there's a new Gears of War coming out next year, Gears of War E-Day, and we're gonna get Dom back, just so everybody knows, because it's before E-Day, and so we're gonna get the story of young Marcus and Dom. So I'm pretty pumped for that. And they said they're going back to the OG Gears roots, so it's gonna be pretty fucking legendary. I'm pretty pumped, but we're not getting that until sometime next year. Probably like October, I think. But the one thing about are you, dude? Fuck, dude, we're definitely gonna be jamming on that. We're definitely gonna be jamming on that. The biggest reason why I've never gone back to Halo, besides the fact that every game after Halo 3 got progressively like shittier. And no offense to OG, to people that love Halo, but the cover system. No cover system in Gears of War. I mean, in Halo. If Halo would have incorporated a cover system of some sorts, might have changed the game a little bit. But this armor lock, no cover system, it didn't never ever bring me back. It wasn't enough. I played that Infinite just to play it. Decent enough campaign, but it was Halo, right? It wasn't great. It was just Halo. But Gears of War, man, I have the tattoo. I've read all the books, comic books. Love all the games. I've played all the games multiple times. I think actually, right before I met my late girlfriend, I had just finished running through all of the Gears of War campaigns. And then that Gears of War Reloaded, and she got to see me play a little bit of that. But yeah, Gears is OG, man. Absolutely. One of the greatest gaming franchises in the world, ever, is Gears of War. Oh, yeah. You want to see a funny clip that I made? Well, the end of the clip is the best part. But do you guys want to see this new clip that I made? Speaking of working on editing and stuff, I edited a clip yesterday and put it up today. Let me show you guys this clip. It's fucking great. It's not Halo or Gears of War. I don't know. It just made me think of the clip. But where is it? Yeah, here we go. Oh wait! Don't buzz kill me. That's not it. That's Arc Raiders. It's this one. I put it up today, in fact. Behind that truck. Got him. Fire in the hole. Fire on my butt. I mean, on the backside. I mean, like, on my butt. Yeah, run into that fire, bro. Oh, got him, dude, with a headshot.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
Oh, shit, it's coming right at me. Oh, dude, I killed him, but he hit me with the car, dude. Dude, I fucking popped it. You got it. Dreamy, you know what to do. Get over there. I'll have to get over there. Get over there. I'll help you, Dreamy. Everybody's gonna hear it. God stinks. I kind of like that one. It's kind of one of my favorite. Only game I played on the Xbox, Halo. Oh man, yeah, it was good. It was good up until 3. I enjoyed the campaigns for sure, and co-oping it with like my buddies. Or not no, did Halo have? Yeah, co-oping with my buddies, and then running the multiplayer. But I got sick of the multiplayer after a while. But you never played Gears, man. Gears is potatoes. Did you ever play Gears of War? Or no, you said the only game you played it was the Halo. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. But you're the racing guy, right? The car. All of that, not into war games, yeah. I get it. I guess you could classify Gears of War as a war game. I mean, it's in the title, but you know, it's the cogs against the locusts, an alien race, so it's more science fiction war, but I get it. But it's not your cup of tea, dude. It's just like racing games, honestly, were not mine. Racing games and like Tekken, like Mortal Kombat's not me. Just not my games. If I have to play them or get into them, or you know, playing some in the GGL, you know, for you know stuff that might help me with the league, yeah, great. But other than that, I'm just not. Those aren't my go-to games at all. Played some COD with friends until we drifted apart. Well, you should be playing Battlefield anyway. It's by far the more superior of the games. Call of Duty isn't even a game. Have you guys seen the new Call of Duty? Oh my god, and the campaign? Holy shit, I saw a part of the campaign, and there's this giant monster fucking thing that you're shooting. Like, what in the fuck is going on? Dude, COD is done, dude. COD is done. Any game where you are Nicki Minaj and can shoot Beavis and Butthead, you stopped any credibility ever. Your credibility is gone. And when you're 10th place on the concurrent players list under a game called Banana, you're done. Racing and fighting, but more into cars. Yeah, and so there you go, right? Like, my daughter loves that. I told you my daughter loves that Forza 7. She was just playing it when she was here for the 5 days last week. When I was streaming, I asked her if she wanted to take it over, and she said no. And she sat on the Xbox either watching YouTube videos or playing Forza. So my daughter and you would get along. I've seen some crazy stuff, yeah, and machetes dropped. Yeah, and then you could call in like a giant machete out of the sky. What the fuck is that, dude? I didn't think the part with the giant zombie thing could get any worse. And then I saw in the multiplayer you can call in a giant machete. Like, you know what? Call of Duty should stop even trying to compete with Battlefield anymore because it's lost that battle. What it should be worrying about is if it could make the Fortnite, right? Go fight Fortnite. Another game that I don't really play. Go fight with Fortnite because that's all you are. You basically is Call of Duty is if a bunch of narcissistic, money grubbing, cash grabbing assholes built a game that Fortnite threw up on. That's Call of Duty. Plain and simple. That's it. Now you can like that. Great, just like people like Fortnite, and I don't judge them for or shoot them down for liking Fortnite. But if you want my honest opinion of games, there you go. That's all Call of Duty is if people that are selfish and all they want is money out of suckers and coddle cheaters and then want games like Fortnite to throw up on them, that's what Call of Duty is. And I have no problem. I don't hide my feelings about Call of Duty. I don't hide my feelings about Call of Duty or Apex Legends. As we all know. But yeah, I don't do Call of Duty, dude. But that's how I feel about Gears of War. Gears of War is by far inferior or superior to Halo. Excuse me, I said that wrong. But you know, I played it. I did it. I've played Call of Duty games, but I don't like it. But I think it's funny that the Black Ops 7 it just auto-installed on my Xbox because I had the Game Pass. They didn't even give me a decision. I just got notifications that said, "Congratulations, you've installed Black Ops 7." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I didn't install it. You installed it for me." I'm sitting here playing Arc Raiders, and then you tell me congratulations. Or I'm sitting here playing Battlefield, and I get an alert that Black Ops 7 down. Yeah, no, bro, that wasn't me. But I was half tempted if we do zombies for Black Ops, if they end up doing Black Ops 7 zombies down the road here, and I play with the community, I'm gonna change my Activision ID to I Play Battlefield, and that's gonna be my Activision. So whenever I'm forced to be on a Call of Duty game for whatever reason, I'm gonna run around with my Activision ID being I Play Call of Duty. I mean, I Play Battlefield. Speaking of football, yeah, it's just, I don't know. But anyway, so you guys want to watch some TikToks? Unless you guys have anything. Commando, thanks for hanging out. I know Commando's over there doing his thing, doing his editing. Hey, if we get it, do we get to see some of that when you get it done? I want to check that out, man. But enjoy your time. I'm going to be here doing some TikToks for a little while longer, and then we're going to take a break, watch some Stranger Things, and then go play some Battlefield and Arc Raiders later. COD could have done updates like GTA and save money on new games, many Black Ops. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, dude, it's no surprise the trash game. Look what they did, right? People were still waiting for Black Ops 6 to fix itself, and then they announced Black Ops 7, and then you see what they came out with, and you're like, hello? Like, why did you do that and not just update the other games and fix them and make them better? right? But you wanted to be like, oh, guess what, guys? We're coming out with a new Call of Duty. You didn't even fix the one prior, or the one prior, or the one prior, or the one prior. I think I'm all the way back to 2 now. You just went, we're going to come out with a new one. And then I love, like, there's one site on Facebook that is trying to advertise it as the biggest and best Call of Duty ever. What? Because you have a giant, stupid fucking demon in the middle of the campaign and machetes fly out of the sky? No, it's the biggest, dumbest thing ever. Let me put it to you this way. I'll simplify it in this one statement. Even Fortnite is laughing its ass off at Call of Duty. That's it. And when Fortnite starts laughing at you, you're doing something wrong. More DLCs, maps would have worked. I don't think it would have helped the last 4 Call of Duties, but if they had just stuck with Black Ops 2 and kept going into year 2, 3, 4, 5, where we are now, yeah. But it's definitely something they should have thought about with prior installments. But they don't do that, dude. That's not what they do. The Activision and the developers of that game, they just want money out of suckers and cheaters, so they keep putting out a new product. They block everything from the previous one, so you have to buy the new one, and that's what they'll do, and that's all that they do. They don't care about the fans, though, dude. They don't care about the players. They don't care. Not for 1 second. Yeah, exactly. Stop making new ones. They should have stopped making new ones a long time ago and just kept updating the games. I mean, GTA has done it. When was the last Black Ops? When GTA came out, what Black Ops was out? 1? Maybe? Hello, here to get familiar. Starbright! Get familiar. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. How are you doing? To anybody that knows, more GGL are in the house. Starbright's GGL. I was talking to Starbright in the Instagram that suddenly just shut off. How are you doing? I appreciate you coming in to the Cutterdawg podcast. We are just talking about some stuff, hanging out. Yeah, make sure you guys follow Star. How often do you stream, Starbright? I don't even think I follow you. How dare I? What the hell's wrong with me? Well, I do now. Oh, we're gonna get your 17 followers up. I appreciate you coming in. Well, get familiar. I'm Cutterdawg52. If you don't know me, I'm Cutterdawg. I'm the guy that you see popping in and out of the Discord all the time. This is my podcast channel. I have a different channel that I stream on, Cutterdawg52. What is that above? What's what above? Above what? That would be my ceiling. Oh, your shout out. Yeah, we shout people out when we come in here to thank them for coming in. And it's because you're a legend. But I actually need to go follow you on the other channel. Is that like an AI description of you? Yes. Yes, it's a bot. It's a bot that you put into your Twitch channel. Greetings, fellow space traveler. Starbright seems to be a digital DJ's assistant, orbiting around the likes of Clinton Sparks and Major Lazer. Their stream is currently black hole of content, but fear not, may the force of future. Yeah, it's so it's a bot that you put into your stream, and then you can select like topics. Like I selected like kind of like sci-fi stuff, and so yeah, it just creates kind of like a little thing about you. I gotta be honest, only game I play is Farm Merge Valley on Discord. What? I don't even know what that is. Well, I'm still gonna follow you because I'm gonna, and you can't tell me different. I don't think I've ever seen that game. And what is it, just a Discord game only? Or are you talking about the Discord games that you can play, like the ones down here? Like if I were to select games, choose activity, is that what you're talking about? Did I spell that right? That's weird. I can't find you on there. Oh, well. Yes, it's on Discord. Oh, okay. Let's see where it's at. What's it called? What's it called? But yeah, you guys. So I'm guessing you don't really stream then. But I was talking. I just actually recently met you. I know you've been in the Discord, but I don't think we've ever really talked up until the last few days when Clinton's, got his Twitch going back up and stuff. And then we were talking today, but you are in the Discord, so very nice to meet you. Hey, by the way, I'm going to have a really special guest coming on my podcast on Monday, and it's going to be in the GGL Discord and on Twitch, so look out for that. And open invite if you ever want to come on and talk. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy with a tiny little podcast, but I open invite anybody that ever wants to come on because I like to get to know people on a level, and it's more than just knowing a Twitch handle or a Discord handle. That there's like a story and a person behind that name. So open invite to you too if you ever want to come on. I would love to talk to you. I have a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. That's what I try to do, is just make it like you're coming into my house. And that we're just talking and vibing. Just tell me about you and your story. I don't know you, so it would be a great way, and I'm sure a lot of people don't know about you. Not in a bad way. I hope they didn't come out that way. Now I feel like, oops. Come join a great community. Oh, that's my Discord. I'm starting to read my own Discord stuff. Oh, you mod for people on Twitch? Hell yeah. Oh, that's right. So you mod for Clinton? Are you trying to mod for Clinton? Yeah. I've been a Sparks fan for a long time. Hell yeah. I heard it's on Facebook too. Yeah, no, not people on Twitch. I saw you tell someone come hang out on the podcast, and I was like, let me find it. Yeah. Yeah, I try to tell you guys to come hang out. You know, a lot of times it's just this right here. I just want people to act like they're coming and hanging out in my house on a couch, and we're just chilling. He said he was going to make me one, but hasn't. It's all good. I'm sure he will. Clinton's pretty good at that. I'm sure he will. If not, you know what? I'll have a talk with him. Right? I'll have a talk. Be like, look, Clinton, this is how it's going to be. No biggie. I'm sure it'll happen. He's supposed to be going live tonight, I think, too. Well, we're here to advocate for Starbright becoming Clinton Sparks' mod channel. So if you hear this, Clinton, everybody out there, make sure you mod Starbright on your channel. I hear she's a legend when it comes to that. Dreamrose is a mod for my channels right now. She's actually the only one I have. Well, I kind of have one, but Dreamy is like the general manager of the moderation committee for Cutterdawg Enterprises. It's not really Enterprises. It's just Cutterdawg. But yeah, this is my podcast that I'm trying to get going. I've talked to several people in the GGL. I had Mike Strato from the GGL in here. I just like to talk to people, right? I went through quite a life story. I'm sure through the grapevine you may have heard my story, so I won't get all into it. But I just want people to come on and just get to know people on a good level, right? So if you ever want to talk, you're more than welcome. It's open invite. I mod for Ty Dolla Sign and Major Lazer. Dude, let's go. Let's go. That's crazy. That's crazy. And here you are over here hanging out in my podcast, and you're over here modding for Ty Dolla Sign and trying to mod for Clinton Sparks. That's amazing. That's really cool. That's really cool. You finally just joined the GGL. I'm like, I need to know more about this. Are you big into gaming, or did you just want to join it because of the entertainment, the whole entertainment? Because I love that it's not an esports league; it's like a full entertainment league. But how long have you been in it? That's why you and I have not really bumped into each other. Because how new are you? I know I joined in March. I think right at the beginning of the Discord almost. Holy shit! So literally, like, the day after maybe you were in Clinton's stream, or the day before, I should say. Ooh, you know what? Save it for the podcast. Come on the podcast. And then everybody can get to know all these things in the GGL. You want to come on the podcast? That's crazy. Well, I want to hear your story. If you want to come on, if not, you can just tell us here. But that would be cool to get to know you. If you ever want to do it, it's an open invite. You just let me know. All you gotta do is DM me in the Discord. Or send me a DM, and then if you want to do something like that. If not, welcome to the GGL Discord. I mean, I know we're on my podcast, but welcome into the GGL Discord. That's great. It's pretty amazing, though. It's a really good place to be. A lot of good people. But yeah, I think it's a good way. You know what? And honestly, it would be a good way for people to get to know new people that come in. Like I said, it might be my podcast, but it's more about a forum for you to like talk, so people know you as more than just Starbright 1985. Like one of my things that I love asking people, and you don't have to answer it now, is what their Twitch handle or their Discord name stands for, what it came for. I could almost guess what the 1985 in yours might be, but yeah, it's a cool thing. So open invite. You just let me know, but no pressure. It's just me just throwing shit out there. But welcome into the Discord. I'm glad. So do you game? Like, do you like gaming, or you just you were like, hey, I'm gonna go see what this is all about? That's crazy. What's it like modding for $. I'm asking you 1,000 things. I should save these. As you can tell, I talk a lot. That's why I started a podcast, because I talk a lot. Back when Game Boy was out, you want to know a funny thing about me? I have been gaming. I have seen the entire evolution of gaming to this point. There was... I have a feeling 1985 might represent your birthday. Your kids play Fortnite and Roblox. My daughter likes Fortnite. I banned her from Roblox when she was 8 years old. Yep, that's what I figured. So I was born in 1972. So I'm 13 years ahead of you. I was there when it was the Pong machine. It was a little red box that had 2 little dials on it, and every game, soccer, hockey, Breakout, was basically a white cursor and then a white dot, and that was it. Yeah, you're 40. Yeah, I'm 53. I almost wasn't even 52. I almost died in November of 23, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, I'm 53. But I love the fact that I get to tell people, like, people try to tell me I'm old, but I tell them I'm seasoned. See, this is pepper. This isn't age. But yeah, I got to be. I brag about the fact I've gotten to see the entire evolution of gaming. I think it's an amazing thing. So it's pretty cool. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I have a pretty intense story, but I don't like to force it on people. But this is part of why I started my podcast, is to share my story. I do advocate to help prevent alcoholism, to at least just let people know that they should treat themselves better, that kind of stuff. You know, like I said, I was, almost not here, but I got lucky and got a liver transplant, and still almost died before the transplant. So it's quite a story, but we're not here for me. We're here for you. We're here for Starbright 1985 right now. Well, even though she's not on the podcast. But I appreciate it. And so I talk a lot, and I have a story to tell, and I want to be able to reach out and maybe I can help people in one way or another. Even if even if they come here to just listen, and maybe they take something out of it that maybe helps their life just a little bit, then that's why I started taking up podcasting. And then I want people to know people on a more human level, right? We don't talk enough about people on the right level, right? We talk to people, above people, down to people, but we don't talk with people. Glad you're here. We don't have to make this all about me. I'd love to hear your story. Do you want to hear it now? Because I'll tell you what it. I mean, it's not always about me on my podcast. That's what I want people to understand. Well, I'll tell you what. To make it all about you, I would love for you to come on and talk to me sometime. We'll do it in the GGL Discord, and I do stream it to Twitch, so anything you do or don't want to say. So the invite is there. But if you want to hear my story, I could tell you my story. But that's up to you. I don't want to, I don't want to feel like I'm force feeding my story onto you. It's just, there's a reason why I took podcasting up. Is I feel like I want to reach out to people and help them as much as I possibly can. I don't want them to end up having the life that I've had, basically. Up until now, I'm making changes. I did suffer a loss recently. That's part of my story, but I'm still trying to keep going. So, but I just try to help people not have to end up like me, like. So, but give me 1 second. So, but it's up to you. Well, so I told you that I almost died in November of 2023. So, when I was 19 years old. Yeah. Do you want to wait for then to talk about my story too? Or I want to make it all about you when I bring people on. I usually try not to make it all about me when it comes to asking people on. But yeah, just... yeah, and you can come into the Discord. Usually, especially if it's someone out of the GGL, we can do it in the GGL Discord, and I stream it to Twitch. Or you're more than welcome if you want to come into my Discord. You could come in on camera, off camera, talk about it. So you let me know. Just DM me, Starbright. It would be really nice to get to know you. I really appreciate you coming in. But okay, so I told you I almost died in November of 23. When I was so I was alcoholic for 34 years. When I was 18 years old, I picked up my first beer, and that was the start of just a terrible life. Some good things along the way, but I was the kind of guy that I never questioned whether or not I was going to drink. I knew I was going to drink. I didn't have a devil and an angel on my shoulder, like battling with my common sense. It was, hey, we're going to a party. There was beer there, and I was like, I'm all for it. And so I started drinking at 18, and then it was that was it. I drank for 34 years. And it got progressively worse over the years, because realistically, and I admit it now, I didn't back then. I never liked to taste the beer too. That's the funny thing, is I never liked to taste the beer. Beer isn't good. Anybody that tells you beer is good, it's not. It really isn't, right? It's a bitter, nasty taste, and you just deal with it. But I drink to get drunk. Like, that's all I wanted to do, was drink. So I lost jobs. I've been through so many relationships, and now I can admit that. I mean, while the other half of these relationships, these people should have taken some responsibility. To be fair, it was my drinking, and I got bad. I won't tell you some of the horror stories of how bad that I used to get, of leftover beer bottles on tables that I would just go over and just drink what was ever left, just so I could keep a buzz going. Stuff like that. I didn't do anything with my life. I currently, to kind of give you a little current background into that background is I currently am living with my parents at 53 years old, right? It's not a proud thing to say to people, but I told you I almost died in November of 23. I slipped into a coma, and they were ready to bring in a priest and pronounce me dead. I got a liver transplant and survived, but so I live with my folks, and I'm trying to put my life back together here. But I lost everything. Yeah, and that's the thing. So I lost everything. I got fired from so many jobs. It got to, I started drinking on jobs. I made stupid decisions. I got the DUI once, and then I still kept driving after that drunk. I got a drunk at public before. And then I didn't do things like, like you just joined the GGL. I almost passed on that on my Facebook feed because things like that never happened to me. And for the longest time, I blamed the rest of the world on it when really it was me. I was the one that was passing up on opportunities. I never finished school. I felt people say they drop out of school. I drank out of school. I was too busy partying and drinking that I never went to classes. I never did that. So I dropped out of school. I drank out of school. I never did anything with my education. Every job was just a 9-to-5 stupid retail job, bouncing from job to job. I didn't do anything. I tried to learn guitar, but I was too busy wanting to drink. I never practiced it, so I never learned that. I didn't do anything. I don't have a career. And then so I was convinced like that was it. And I could tell you when it got towards, it got really bad. I could show you pictures, but I won't. I'm just saying I could, of like how bad. Then I started getting really sick. So then in March of 2023, and my whole life I've been treated like a shadow. People I pushed people away. It's crazy. But in March of 2023, I got a job after being fired from another job. Ultimately was alcohol because I never went to the job. And I never did the work because I was too busy wanting to go home and drink. But I got a job working, ironically, at the hospital that I ended up in the ICU in. So in March of 2023, I got a job. Well, in February of 23, I got a job working as security for the hospital that, like I said, I ended up in the ICU in. And I got that job, and to work there at a hospital, you have to get like certain shots and everything, especially people like security because you're going to be handling patients that are going to be out of control, stuff like that. So I had to get like Hep B shots, flu shots, stuff like that. Well, they gave me the shots, and I had a reaction to the shot. My arm started feeling like really sore, and then it got this huge bump on it. But I won't say too much, and you're going to be like, well, how did you not notice it for a while? I didn't take good care of myself. It's part of the reason why I lost 11, had 11 teeth pulled out too. Is I didn't take care of myself, so I didn't even notice it. And a few days later, after getting the shots, I was at work, and I'm like, God, my arm is so fucking sore, and it hurts from those shots that we got. And my boss was like, well, let me see where it's at. And I pulled up my sleeve, and I could show you the pictures, but I pulled up my sleeve, and from here to here was black and purple. And by the time I got to about 3 days later, it had gone all the way down to my wrist. My entire arm was black and purple. And when my when my boss saw that, he's like, you should probably go to the ER. And I happened to work in a hospital, so literally I clocked out that morning and went to the ER. And they're like, yeah, we're going to, get some tests done. They came back, and the tests came back as they're like, you have severe alcoholism. I mean, you have severe cirrhosis of the liver, from your alcohol. And he goes, if you drink another beer tomorrow, you could die. It's bad. And so I quit on that day. I quit drinking on March 3rd of 2023. That was the last time I ever drank, and actually was the night before that. I was hungover at work, I'll be honest. But I stopped drinking that day. I thought of my daughter, and I thought of the fear of dying, and that was it. I just stopped cold turkey. But it's scary, yeah. Well, the scary part is, so I stopped drinking for 8 months before I slipped into the coma. So I stopped drinking on March 3rd. But the scary part for me was, I can tell you right now, if I had not gotten that job or not had to get those shots and had that reaction, would I have stopped drinking? Probably not, and I'd be dead. Because I kept, even when I was like 48, I'm like, I'll stop at 50. So I kept finding excuses to keep going and keep drinking. I would wake up in pain and then just start drinking, and then it would numb the pain, and then I would be okay, and then I would just, go through that process. So then I stopped drinking 8 months later in March, or in November, right before Thanksgiving, or the day after Thanksgiving, or the day of, I can't remember, the day before. I lay down in my room because I was in severe stomach pain. I got super fat because basically what my liver was doing was rejecting and pushing fluid into my body. And so I laid down because I was in pain. And I guess my dad had woke me up, and we went to the ER. And come to find out, I had an ulcer. So that had developed from tearing up the stomach lining. Hopefully I'm not too graphic. I'm trying to cut out most of the stuff. And they went in to do a surgery to remove the ulcer, and I didn't wake up. I slipped into a coma, and I didn't wake up. I woke up 2 weeks later. Everything during all this is pretty. So then I woke up sometime in December. I don't remember. It was before Christmas. But then they were pushing. They had to get me healthy enough because they're like, I need a liver transplant or you're going to die. In fact, honestly, I could tell you stories about how I actually think I was literally dying along the way. But it was like a liver transplant or I'm certainly dead. They didn't even know that I was going to wake up. They got a priest. They called in a priest and during that time that I was in a coma, because they're like, he's probably not going to make it. You should tell your family and his daughter and all this stuff. Which that's the thing I have to live with the most is what I put my daughter through, right? So through all the caregivers and the nurses that ran, literally trudged through blood, sweat, and other things. Got me strong enough. They finally found a liver transplant after 2 hospitals rejected me because there's a MELD score, and they rate you 0 to 40 on the MELD score. And the closer you are to 40, the more desperate you are. I was at 37. So basically I was dead. And they pushed, and so finally Stanford took a chance on me. The doctors got me. They got me down there. And on January 24th, January 13th of 2024, I got a liver transplant. Somehow I survived that liver transplant, and came back home and started working on things, working on getting healthier with physical therapy. I've stayed sober 2 years. 2 years and 8 months as of November 3rd. I won't drink, and especially after what just recently happened, a lot of people were coming to me asking me if I was staying sober. So I really was putting my life together, and then in March of this year, or I'm sorry, April of this year, I met my future. I met the girl that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. She gave me purpose. I'm proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, it was like I started because I got to a point after the liver transplant that I'm like, I'm going to die alone and unhappy because I did this to myself and this is my penance. And then I met this girl in February and actually met her on YouTube. And she was the she was the greatest thing that ever happened. I mean, she just was different than anybody I'd ever met. She looked through everything that I'd been through. She had faith that what I'm doing now I could do for the rest of my life. We were planning. She was planning to move down here to stay here until my daughter turned 18, and then we were going to move on from there. She was amazing. And then on September 1st, she had to go in for surgery to fuse her neck to her spine, because 15 years prior, she had been in a really tragic incident that I won't get into, and some bad stuff happened to her neck. And they were fearing that even a bump by a car, that she had been putting off this surgery for 15 years. And during the surgery, her heart stopped. But they got it back going, and then after that, they finally got her. She was in the ICU. It was August 31st, and I sat here just until hours in the morning. And then at 4:45 in the morning, she had a heart attack. They tried for 45 minutes to save her life, and they could not. And so she passed on September 1st. And it was like the world ended. So this November or December 1st will be 3 months that she's gone, but it shut me down. I wasn't even active in the Discord. I didn't even want to stream, but people kept telling me, like, you have to do it. You have to go on for her. She wrote me a letter before the surgery saying a lot of that stuff because she thought something was going to happen. I won't drink. I live right down, like, a mile away from an intersection that has 6 liquor stores and 3 bars. I've walked by them to go to the post office several times. And part of me is like, this, what I'm supposed to do is go in there and drink, but I know that I would let her down and my daughter, who already almost lost me once, but so I deal with a lot of that stuff. I still don't understand why she was taken from me. I don't accept it. Pretty angry at some things for that happening. But this is part of why I do what I do too now, is to tell her story. She was amazing. I don't understand why she was taken from me. And you know, people are amazed by me, but I don't know what's so amazing. I haven't lived a great life up until, you know, I got out of the hospital with the transplant. And then she made me change my whole mind about being alone the rest of my life. And then she gets taken away, and trying to do just things that are more than just going through the motions are really difficult. So I come here to talk. I joined the GGL Discord, and I continue to be in there with hopes and dreams that she knows that I could have done, but I don't, you know, it's hard for me to sometimes have that faith. So I don't want, my biggest thing is I try to talk to people. You know, her passing is something that was out of anyone's control, although I want answers that I'll never get. I want to know who's responsible for taking her away from me. But there's nothing I can do about that, right? But I want people to know, like, people grieve in different ways. It's not easy to grieve. I wake up every day and just go through motions a lot of the times. But I tell that part of my story about my alcoholism is I just want people. I don't want people to be like me. Everything led up, and I believe that I was meant to meet her. I don't believe that she was meant to be taken from me, but I know I was meant to meet her. And if I had not gone through those things, but I don't want people to go through what I went through as far as the drinking, almost losing your life. Not everybody gets the liver transplant. Not everybody survives alcoholism. I did it for 34 years, and even people that were alcoholics were blown away by the amount that I drank. And I just try to be a better person, right? Especially after you don't know, right? That one day you won't wake up, or one day somebody that you love won't wake up. So I try to do things and talk to people a little differently. So when I do my podcast, I want you to come over like you're hanging out in my house. There might be tears, there might be laughs, there might be disagreements, but I just want you to talk like we're hanging out. Tell me your story, right? My story is my story. It doesn't make my story any more important or any better or any, well, not better, that's the bad word, but because it definitely is not a better story. But it's my story, and if I can share my story, whether it's the alcoholism, it's losing someone and having to grieve after 34 years of alcohol. I'm still battling demons of drinking, and here I am, got to battle this. My doctor, my transplant doctor tells me he's inspired by me. I don't know. I don't know if he sees it, I want to believe him. I don't know what there's, but I just go through motions. That's not very inspiring, but I just want people to, we need to know people on a more human level, and we need to understand people by hearing their stories. So maybe we can understand just a little bit more why they are, or how they are, and why they are the way they are, or how they are the way they are. You know what I mean? So, now, then last year, I picked up streaming. August of last year, I started streaming. Because I thought, hey, this might be a way to meet out people, and maybe I can not feel like a shadow. I've felt it like a shadow my whole life. And then I took up podcasting about 2 months after that, because I felt like I really need to talk to people. And I look at the world differently. It's different now. Even more so now, that I just want to hear people's story. I want to get to know people. I don't want people passing me on the street anymore, and I never know what their story is. I want to know stories, and if I can help people along the way, then I guess that's what I was meant to do. But yeah, you're very inspiring and real. I'm sorry for all you've been through. Well, like some people like to remind me, and it's true. I put myself through a lot of it. When I went back after my surgery, after the transplant, and I was healthy enough after I got back home to really move around, I went back to the hospital that I was in the ICU in here by me, to go talk to the nurses that helped me fight. And, they told me that I was the fighter, but I can't take credit for that. And I told them that they were the miracle, and they tried to tell me that I was a miracle, and I'm like, no. What I did to myself is no miracle. You guys are the ones, whether I fought or not, the only reason I fought is because you guys fought for me. So I can't take any credit for that. But I put myself through that. I put myself in that position. I didn't stop drinking, but that's why I try to tell people, right? At the end of the day, alcohol is a poison. But if you're going to do it, please make good decisions to take care of yourself. Use me as an example. Use me as an example. You don't want to end up addicted to it. You don't want to end up dead. You don't want to leave people behind, because it's precious, right? You really get to know how precious life is when things like this happen. And if I can just tell my story to help people, I don't need money out of it. I'm not here to get book deals. All I want to do is podcast and reach out to people and hear their stories, and maybe we can all help each other. Sorry. And I've been a gamer my entire life. And big thing actually for me was in June, when I started gaming again, when I was strong enough and able to, it was a big step for me in itself because honestly, I could never game without drinking, ever. I couldn't. It just, if I couldn't do both, if I couldn't drink while I gamed, I didn't want to game. And if I couldn't drink, I didn't want to game. But I do love gaming. It's my whole life. I have tattoos. I have a Gears of War tattoo. Actually, I just showed it off earlier. But yeah, so that's my story. And that's why I podcast. That's why I just want to sit and talk to people. And I really hope that people take my story, not for, like I said, it's not for fame and fortune. It's to help people. Because, God, I don't wish anything that I went through and have gone through and am going through on anybody. All I ask is that people take care of themselves and just make good decisions, right? And if you have to come to me and look at me going, I don't want to end up like that, I am totally cool with that. Right? I don't judge people that drink. I don't preach about alcoholism. I've had Bionic Lolo from the Discord in here advocating for cochlear implants. Mike Strato was in here talking about his life growing up and everything that he's into. I had somebody on here. I had a nurse on here. I had somebody on here talking about suicide. So it's not always just my story, and it's just how we can reach out and help people. So that's a little bit about me. And yeah, and I will ask you when you come on. You don't have to tell us all of it. I already got part of it. But my Twitch handle, Cutterdawg52, is, or Cutterdawg is my brand, right? Cutterdawg Podcast, Cutterdawg52. When I was growing up, I played high school football, and people couldn't pronounce my last name. I won't really say what it is because it's hard to say. But so they started calling me Cutter. I was interviewed by this high school paper, and they're like, "Well, what?" They're like trying to say my name, and the guy walks up, and one of my teammates walks up and just goes, "Well, we just call him Cutter because nobody could say his last name." And so I became Cutter my whole life. That's been my nickname. And then when I started streaming, I kind of wanted that like tough gamer name, you know. So I was like, I threw the dog on it, and it's DAWG, as we can all tell. So that's how Cutterdawg came about. And the 52, that will always be my brand. That will always be my name on my gaming stuff and everywhere else on all my socials except for my podcast. Because 52 is when I started this journey. And even though I'm 53 now, and I'll be hopefully 54 in June, and 55 and 56, it'll always be Cutterdawg52 because that's when I started this journey. Which still seems to have a lot of bumps in the road along the way, but hopefully that's going to change at some point. So yeah, that's Cutterdawg. That's the Cutterdawg. That's the legendary. They call me legendary Cutterdawg, but you guys are all the legends. I'm just Cutterdawg. I really would like to do something with my podcast and hopefully the gaming, but definitely something like this. I think we need more. There's a lot of great podcasts out there. A lot of people do it a different way. I just want to bring a place that people can just sit down on a couch, put a mic in their face, and just start talking. Let's really get to know people that way, right? So that's what you can expect if you come on Starbright. Is it's going to be like, just come hang out and talk to me like we're just chilling. Tell me your story. Tell me about you. Tell me what I don't do a set questions. We're not on stage. I don't read off a fucking clipboard a list of printed questions. We just kind of go for it. Just be like you're hanging out at my couch and hang out and talk to me. Talk to me like you came over to hang out with Cutter and what's going on? How's your day? What do you do? Hey, you know what? I don't know about you. Tell me about things that you've gone through. Maybe we can talk it out and you can find something that'll help you. I don't know. I love this a lot. I love this. A lot of people just need someone to hear them. Yeah. Yeah, and I want people to be able to tell their story. I love listening to people's story. We're all about stories. You can ask Dreamy. She's been a mod for mine for a while. I always tell people I want to hear their story. Like if they want to hear my story, like you asked to hear it, so I shared it with you. Then I will really share my story. But at the end of the day, if I bring you on to talk to you, you tell me your story. I want to listen to your story. I want a place that people know that they can be listened to. That they can maybe get advice, that they can just see what it's like. They can hear my story. We can, touch each other's lives, maybe in just a way to get you to think differently. But yeah, there's people out there, and I hope that by doing it this way, that people will be comfortable enough that there's people that don't know how to talk or that really want to talk, but they don't have people to listen to them. I really want to listen to you. I want to hear you and listen to you. Like, not listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth, but listen to you. Right? And get to know you. Not get to know things that you've done and judge you or whatever. Just to get to know you. So that's what I'm trying to build here in the podcast for sure. My gaming channel is a little more about the games and fun, but I love talking to people there too. But so yeah, that's what I try to do here. Thank you for being vulnerable with us. I know this was hard. Yeah, it's never easy. I didn't even think I would be doing this. The morning she passed away, and I didn't stream her podcast for a few days, and then people were talking to me saying that that's what I needed to do. And it kind of is emotions, but it's always, I don't know. People say it'll get easier. I don't know. But I'm here. And it's being here that helps me, not slip into dark places, because I got to stay busy. I got to do things. And I figure if I can share with you and you can share with me, give me a reason to keep my mind busy. You come tell me your story, right? But anyway, but that's me. That's Cutter. I'm real. This is me. This is it. This is how I know how to be. Just come hang out. We're building a new friendship and you want to be friends. Come talk to me. I got a spot on the couch. Here's a mic. Because maybe you and I talking to each other, start right. Maybe something in your life, you talking, and maybe somebody comes along. I'll give you an example. I hope not to take up all your time and stuff, but I had a guy come in when I was telling my story, like I was to you right now, and I was just like I was now. I was crying, and he came in and he started listening to my story. Well, he had talked about how he was drinking a lot. And he just, I tried to help him the best way that I could. So I talked to him about everything. Well, he came back 50 days later and said, hey, man, I was like, hey, it's good to see you. And he's like, I wanted to let you know that I haven't drank for 50 days. And it's because of listening to you and talking to you when I came in that day. And I'm like, great. And then he was saying, I needed to just curve it back, right? He was like, I didn't want to stop drinking. He goes, I just knew it was getting out of control, but he was the kind of person that could get it in control. And then he came back and he told me, and then he came back a couple months later and said that he had only drank he only drank once in the 6 months. And that's all I wanted, right? I don't try to tell people, don't drink, or you're wrong for drinking, or you're bad for drinking. Look what I did, so you shouldn't do it. No, it's just take care of yourself. And just by coming in and talking to me and hearing me talk about it, he stopped for 50 days and then he only drank once in 6 months. And I'm like, that's great, man. That's a personal goal for you. And if I helped that, he had to do the work. I didn't do it. So I can't take credit, right? I wasn't the one that stopped him drinking. I didn't stop the bottle going in his mouth. He did. But the fact that he came in and, it helped him a little bit, that he changed his lifestyle a little bit, that was the coolest thing. And it makes me feel like I can do something with this, because even if I touch that one person, my late girlfriend used to tell me, she's like, because I get bummed sometimes when I see numbers, when I see 1 or 2 people sitting on my stream. She's all, Well, your story, if you touch that one person, he might go tell someone that his story, and that might touch people. So in a way, you could be touching thousands of people's lives just from touching that one person's life. And it was really cool to hear. And that's all I want. That's all I ever want from this. And so by you coming on, telling your story, maybe somebody hears a part of your story that helps them. Even if your story is fantastic, even if your story is all these amazing things, great. That doesn't mean like that every story doesn't have to be a sob story. But I think if we do it in the way that, like, you know, just hanging out on a couch, other people will feel more comfortable and they'll listen more, right? As opposed to, like, you know, I'm going to ask you a strict set of questions, you're going to answer by the book, and that's the end of it. Like, no, I don't like that. Pineapple pizza loving blue Powerade Zero chugging legend. That's it. Yeah, purple. Pineapple pizza loving purple Powerade Zero chugging legend. How dare you? Blue is okay, but purple is legendary. It is the nectar of the gods. Let's get it right. And chai tea, yes, and chai tea. Exactly. Oh, I wonder if we should ask Starbright the questions, or should we wait till she comes on the podcast? Wait, does pineapple go on pizza? There's one of the questions. Here, no. According to smart people, okay, listen. Let me explain it to you this way. You cannot like it on pizza. You cannot like it, but don't be those people that go, this is how you eat pineapple on pizza. Put the pineapple on the pizza, throw the pizza in the garbage. Don't do that. Pineapple belongs on pizza. You can just choose not to like it. Okay? Pineapple belongs on pizza. It is one of the greatest tastes. The best pizza in the world is Canadian bacon and pineapple, sausage, pepperoni, black olives, and jalapeno pizza. Pepperoni belongs on pizza. If you choose not to like it, that's your prerogative. There are people that know that pineapple belongs on pizza, and those that are wrong. But yes, pineapple belongs on pizza. It's not according to Cutter. It's according to how it is. It is. It's one of the greatest pizzas in the world. It's so fucking delicious. But you got to have that spice from the jalapeno, the sweet from the pineapple, and you got your meat, and then you got your black olives. It's golden. But yes, according to Cutter and the greater population of smart people, pineapple belongs on pizza. You know I said that just to get you to go off about it. Yeah, I know. And you knew that I was going to go off, whether I knew you were trying to sucker me into it or not. But my thing is, here's my biggest thing. Just don't be that person that says, throw it in the garbage. Okay, first of all, what you're doing is you're wasting food. Second of all, there are people that are hungry that would probably eat it even if dog shit was on it. Excuse my term. But don't sit there and be like, this is what you do with pineapple on pizza. You throw it in the garbage. No, you don't, because I'll throw you in the garbage with it. That's a party in your mouth of flavor. It is. Starbright, it is. Just remember, it's Canadian bacon, pineapple, sausage, pepperoni, black olives, and jalapenos. It is so much fucking flavor, and it's so good. Well, it just irks me. Yes, if you want to have rants, if you ever want to hear what we call Cutter rants, bring up pineapple on pizza, bring up Call of Duty, bring up Apex Legends, bring up like some other things, Gears of War versus Halo. Yes, pineapple on pizza irks me when people say to throw it away. This is what you did. See what you started? Google said half the U.S., so that's 100% a good topping. Yeah, well, more than half in the U.S. But like I'm waiting for the 4 questions. I obviously failed the first one. Okay, so you don't like pineapple on pizza? Okay, here's what I'll give you credit for. You don't have to like pineapple on pizza, but one, Don't say it doesn't belong there. Just say you don't like it, and don't be that person that says, I'm going to throw it in the trash because you're not going to waste food. Okay, so technically you failed that question, but as long as you're not one of those people that go like throw it in the garbage, I'll give you kind of a pass. I'll give you a like a 0.01. So that was question 1. Question 2. Star Wars or Star Trek? Yeah, you can't ever... If anything, pick the pineapple the fuck off of it. Oh, but the juices are behind. You know what? Then give it to somebody and go get your own. Okay? Case closed. Yes. Okay, you are right back in it. You are right back in it. Thank you. Oh. Question 3 is related to Star Wars. Okay? So, you got that right. Who shot first? No, I don't put pickles on my pizza. I love pizza... and I love pickles, but I wouldn't be like throwing it away like people say about pineapple on pizza. I just won't put pickles on my pizza. So yeah, we're good there. But I do love pickles. Dill pickles more than sweet pickles. Sweet pickles are meh. So Star Wars is the right answer. The next one of the question 3 is who shot first? Who shot first? Maybe you're not quite as big of a Star Wars fan as I am. The whole argument of Han and Greedo in Star Wars: The New Hope, when Han is sitting in the cantina and arguing over stuff with Greedo. There's a big argument on if Greedo shot first or if Han shot first. There you go. All right, so now okay. So we're good. We're 2 out of 3. And the final one is it's a no-brainer. You know, like these are the only answers. Is okay. In fact, I can go 1 and 2, but we'll just say this: is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no? I don't like that. I don't like that emote. It's a simple yes or no, and there is only one correct answer. Yeah. Are you saying that because that's what you think I need to hear? Or are you saying that because that's what you actually think? Because tell me honestly if you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, yes or no. You have to don't answer what I want to hear, because I'm going to go on a rant either way. Any movie with Christmas in it is a Christmas movie. Okay, very good. And in fact, Die Hard 2 is also a Christmas movie. Right? And people that argue against it don't know Christmas movies. Right? He's going home for his family on Christmas. It's Christmas time. He's bringing presents. There's snow. There's sleigh bells. There's Christmas trees. It's a Christmas movie. And then shit happens. That's it. It's a Christmas movie where shit happens. So yes, it is one of the greatest Christmas movies ever, because Die Hard 1 and 2 are both Christmas movies. I'm glad we agree, because after you started out with the pineapple one, I was a little bit worried. I was like, should I have her on my podcast? Because she doesn't like pineapple. I don't know. But you made up for it with the other 3 questions, so good win. You were afraid I was going to disagree? Oh, because I'm a guy and it's action? No. It's a Christmas movie and a lot of shit happens. So yes. W. So you're definitely coming on the podcast because you passed that. And I joke about that's actually, I asked my late girlfriend all those questions. She answered them all properly, by the way. She was 4 out of 4. You were like 3.5 out of 4. So, but those are questions I'll either ask like someone I'm talking to, if I am, or yeah. A lot of people disagree, but there's nothing to disagree on. It's a Christmas movie. And then shit happened. I mean, he's going to his wife's Christmas party on Christmas Eve and then to spend time with his family on Christmas. That's a Christmas fucking movie. Right? All those people are wrong. This is one of those situations where it's not like, oh, yes, you get your opinion. Or no, you're just wrong. It's called Die Hard, but it's a Christmas movie. Is every Christmas movie called, this is a Christmas movie? No, it's not. Therefore, Die Hard wasn't called a Christmas movie, but in fact, it is a Christmas movie. Period. Period. Now, is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? Do you know why I cannot answer that question? Because I have never seen it. But I will say this: if in the name if it says A Nightmare Before Christmas, it's a Christmas movie. I haven't seen it. I've seen pieces of it, but it never was something that I was like, oh, I got to see this. Because you know what I was watching instead? Die Hard. Literally, right? I was the guy that was like, no, I want to watch this Christmas movie. Right, and it could be, right? That could be, okay, so that makes a good point, right? It's probably both. It's both a Christmas movie and a Halloween movie. It's kind of like the debate of who's better, Kobe or Jordan. Either way you say it, you're right. So you could say, you could say Kobe is number one and Jordan's two, or you could say Jordan is one and Kobe is two, and you're correct both ways. But for me, Kobe is number one. But in that case, yes. A Nightmare Before Christmas can be also, you can call it a Halloween movie and be correct, and you can call it a Christmas movie and be correct. So there's that. But Die Hard, there's no confusion any other way, right? Die Hard is a Christmas movie, plain and simple. If you say a Halloween movie, I'd say no. Well, and like I said, the only reason I say the fact that, you could be right either way is I've never seen it all the way through. If you say it's just a Christmas movie, period, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I know of it, but I would tend to lean on the side of Christmas movie because it's literally the Nightmare Before Christmas, right? So it's a nightmare that happens at Christmas, right? Or before Christmas. But I honestly haven't seen it enough to really give that answer. So, but if it's a Nightmare Before Christmas, it's a nightmare that took place before Christmas. What do you think Die Hard is? Die Hard is a nightmare at Christmas, right? All this shit happens. People get killed, gunfire, explosions, death. Die Hard in itself is a nightmare at Christmas. So, you want to call it a horror movie? No, but you get what I'm saying, right? So, yeah. But that's a good question. But unfortunately, I have never seen it all the way through to be. But I think by saying it, I would go with a Christmas movie over going with both. But you could say Christmas movie or both and be correct. But if you say it's strictly a Halloween movie, then yeah, I take that back. You're correct. You're right, Star. Right? It's not strictly a Halloween movie by going, oh, it's a Halloween movie. No, it has to be both or a Christmas movie to be correct in that scenario. And I haven't really even seen it. So. But. I have a question for you. Do you like Stranger Things? I mean, if you have some other questions like that for me, feel free to shoot them at me. Don't shoot me, but shoot them at me. Hey, White Werewolf, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. How are things going? Actually, I think I jumped in your stream yesterday, wasn't it? For a minute. Yeah, you were playing Far Cry 6. You know what? I was in your stream and I almost said something, and then I got called away, and I never answered it or never posted it. But you were playing Far Cry 6, and I'm like, I was about to say, I love Far Cry 5 and Far Cry 6. It's so great that you're playing this, and then I never got around to doing it. I know of it, seen some, but not all the episodes. Oh my god. Well, we're watching it in my Discord. We're trying to catch up on all 4 seasons before Stranger Things Season 5. It's one of the greatest series. I was going to tell you, you're more than welcome to come watch it with us. But when Season 1 came out, I had discovered it just randomly and fell in love with it. And I watched Season 1 3 times. Then Season 2 came out, so I went back and watched Season 1 and then watched 2. Then Season 3 came out, and I went back and watched 1 and 2, and then 3. And then Season 4 came out, and so on. And now Season 5's coming out, so we're trying to catch up on all the seasons as best we can before Season 5 comes out, and then we're going to watch Season 5. So, Far Cry 6 is one of my favorite games. Yeah, I like Far Cry 5 better than 6, but I love Far Cry 6 just as much. So yeah, shameless self-plug there, Starbright. You can also join my Discord, because if you ever want to come in and be on a podcast in my Discord when I do it, you're more than welcome to, or you can come watch Stranger Things. You can join the Discord. You don't have to. But please let me know when you do want to come on, and I plan on doing it in the GGO if you would like, so I can get more of those people to get to know you. If you want to do it here, you just have to let me know when and how you want to do it. And if you want to do it, no pressure. I just love to ask people. I shared my story. I would love to hear yours. What was that? Oh, Starbright followed you. It took you 46. It took me 40. I'm losing my edge. It took 46 minutes to get Starbright to follow me. You guys see that? And if you want to see me on my game channel, it's Cutterdawg52. Another shameless self promo. But thank you for. You did join the Discord? Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get fun stuff going in there. We do movie nights. And then you could come in anytime if you see me in the Discord channels at any point, unless it's locked. Hop right in. Oh, it said 47 minutes ago. I'm so dumb. See, this is part of my broken brain, Starbright. You'll have to forgive me. I thought it said... I saw the 46, and I just went, oh, it took her 46 minutes to join. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Why would it say that? Why would it say that? Why would it say it took 46 minutes to join? Why would it say that? I'm so... You'll have to forgive me. So when we're talking, you'll have to forgive me. I'll start talking, and you can ask Dreamy. I'll say something, and then I'll look at your response in the chat, and I'll have to ask you what your response was to. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of funny. So you'll have to forgive me. I don't know why I thought it took you 46 minutes to follow me. So we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Thanks for having me. I'm glad I found you all. Well, no, thank you for coming in, and thanks for joining the Discord, and I hope to see you in there. I hope to see you on the channels. I hope to see you in the GGL. Hey, and hopefully you'll get the mod job with Clinton. I mean, if you're mod for Ty $, I might have to follow him so I can just come give you so I can come grief you in the chat and be like, what is she doing? But yeah, I'm glad to have you. Thanks, sir, right? It's really nice to meet you. And I can't wait to hear your story more. I really can't. It'll be good. Glad my advice helped with your marksmanship in Palia. Oh, that's for Dream Roses. Me too. It's helped a lot. We should definitely do it again sometime. That way you can rave about your girl again. Hey, that's a win-win there, apparently, right? You get to get better at Palia, and he gets to talk about his girlfriend. All right, let's go. So, yeah. Yeah, thanks for sitting there and let me go off. But that's my podcast. Violet, you'll meet. I don't know if you've met her in the Discord. That's CJ's wife, CJ the mod. His wife is Violet Rarity. She came on the podcast once and she's like, "Damn, Cutter, you talk a lot." And I'm like, "Hello, that's why I podcast. Because where else are you going to talk a lot? That everybody can't sit there and judge you for talking a lot. Is a podcast." Oh, that's right. That's what I was going to do. What was that? What were you going to do? Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to find something real quick. Just follow Starbright. Yeah, she's our. We just met her. She just joined the GGL community I'm in, and then she just found her way to me. We talked a couple times in Clinton's stream, and she found her way over here. So she's a new friend that we've made, and we're gonna have her on the podcast hopefully, if she wants to. So look out for that. It will definitely be on Twitch, but it might be done in a GGL Discord, and it might be in mine. I don't know if she decides to. But are you? So do you? I was going to ask you that. We can save it, but do you actively stream right now, Starbright, or do you plan on doing so if you don't? I mean, we support people that support people. So even if you don't stream, we will follow you just because it's our way of saying, you know, we support you. Thanks for coming around and stuff. You don't plan on streaming, but who knows? Hey, never say never. You might end up finding that you want to do it. But I know you mod a lot, so that's really cool. For anybody that doesn't know, am I allowed? Well, you said it in chat, so I'm assuming it's okay to say it. But Starbright is mods for several people. One of them includes Ty Dolla $ign. If you guys don't know who is, then you probably don't even know music. And who was the other? I know she's trying to. I know she was trying to. We're gonna try to get her. We're gonna advocate for her to mod for Clinton Sparks. But yeah, make sure you follow her, and if she does, hey, at least we'll all be already following you, Starbright, and then we're already gonna be there if you do. I do have some people trying to get me to do music servers, so I'm obsessed with music. That's awesome. Good for you. And here you are joining Cutterdawg's little Discord and following my podcast channel. I'll have to get you over to the gaming channel too, so you can see what it's like to stream. See if maybe we can entice you into streaming or something. But that's cool. So yeah, make sure. I'm glad you guys follow her and support her. That's really cool what you do. That's a good thing what you do. Modding isn't an easy job. It's pretty amazing what you guys do for the streamers and stuff. So that's pretty cool. We definitely got to shout them out. It's not always about the streamer. because streamers and podcasters, rely on moderators to moderate their channel and keep their channel going, keep the undesirables out, keep it respectable, engage and all that. That takes a lot, so that's pretty amazing. And to do it on multiple levels, it's pretty amazing. So make sure that we show her some love. And this is amazing, by the way. I have to thank you, Starbright, for coming in. Even though right now you were not the guest of honor, but hopefully you will be. Because you coming in turned this into... what we like to do here a lot is we like to watch TikToks and judge them. Because it sparks a lot of conversations just by watching TikToks. And I put up the TikToks and clicked it, and we haven't watched a single one of them because this is the kind of stuff that I would rather be doing than judging TikToks, which is talking to people, like I said, and having a conversation like we were all just sitting on the couch shooting the shit, talking about our lives. So I have to thank you, because you coming in created an amazing podcast for me. So I still hope to have you on, but I have to give all the credit to you for tonight, because you really, this is what I like to do. This is what I really like to do. Yes, I like to talk, but I mean, I like to interact with people and stuff like that. So you helped make it a really amazing podcast. So I have to thank you for that. But yeah, so thank you. She can stop into my stream too. Maybe with enough people inviting her to their stream, we'll convince her to start streaming. That's what I'm saying. Dreamy actually mods for me, and she streams on occasion. So you never know. You never know. Never say never, but what you do is pretty amazing, and that's pretty cool. I'm kind of I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness, man. You get to like mod these channels and do all this stuff. That's crazy. Hey, now you can go into like Clinton's stream and Ty Dollar's stream, and you can tell them, hey, I don't mod for him, but I met the most amazing podcaster, gamer, and his name is Cutter. Oh. Yep, sure do. Oh, no, thank you. I came to get familiar with you after seeing you many times. I'm glad I came. I'm glad I did. I'm glad you came to get familiar. Now we're going to get familiar with you. As soon as we find out when that is, I'll let everybody know. But no, I really do have to thank you. I like these kind of podcasts. This is what I really want the podcast channel to be more of. You know, we want to have good times, do the TikTok things, but honestly, I would rather do this over everything else. This is what I'm building my podcast channel for. Whether it goes on Spotify, I want to branch it to Spotify and all the audio places, but yeah, this is what. So I thank you. It's all the credit goes to you. And I'm not even a GGL. Yep. Ty plays PUBG, does he? I know. I follow T-Pain. I follow Kane Brown. He plays a lot of Warzone. I don't know if he's playing the Red Sec, which is Battlefield's better than Call of Duty. But I know Kane Brown plays a lot of Warzone, so Ty Dolla plays a lot of PUBG. I tried getting into that one, but I never did. I really, honestly, until the GGL community, I never was into Battle Royale, period. And then next thing I know, I'm in an Apex Legends tournament, which is Battle Royale. Don't get me started on Apex, because that'll be another rant. And then I started playing Warzone Casual, and now I play Battlefield and Battlefield Red Sec. So yeah, I never even touched Battle Royale. I don't like Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. But I remember I played PUBG for like 5 minutes a long time ago. I never went back to it. But I'm more apt to play games like that more now since being into GGL. So maybe I'll go check out his stream. Maybe I should follow him. Let's follow Ty Dolla $ign, and then maybe when he goes live, what is it? What is his? Is it really like a doll? Is it like his? I forgot how he does his name. what is it, like Ty Dolla Sign? You'll have to put it in chat. We'll follow him, and then we'll come check out the legendary mod. He's usually in the studio making music, only games sometimes. Does he do it on stream though? Because I know like Kane Brown always plays Warzone before a show. He's always not always, but 90% of the time he does that. If anybody likes or cares, I think it's good for him. I don't care who he is, but Justin Bieber started streaming, and a lot of times it's him doing stuff, getting ready for a studio session or a stage show or whatever. So does he do it on the stream? Yeah. Well, cool. But we'll come follow him, then we'll come say hi to you too. Whoops. I don't even know how to get to Twitch anymore. So it is that. I didn't know if he had a bunch of symbols in there like people like to do. There he is. There he is. Okay, we followed him. And then we'll follow him from the... oh, that is from the Cutterdawg. So I need to follow him from the podcast channel, huh? There. I follow him from both channels. That way, if we see him on, we can come say hi. So, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. So, yeah, I can't thank you enough for coming in. That was, it's been amazing. But I think, so we're going to probably wrap it up here. Although I could talk all night. That's what I do. When I go to my gaming channel later, I'll be talking. Well, when there's people to talk to. Although, to be fair, if you really want some entertainment, Starbright, come over to my gaming channel. Because even as Dreamy, I conversate with NPCs in games all the time. And my responses, I keep saying that at this day, I should get with game companies, and they should they should give me the game, let me read all the scripts for the NPC characters, and respond to them. Because if you want to be entertained, watch me play a game and talk to NPC characters. I love to conversate with them, and I think my responses are the responses that should be added in games to make it more entertaining. So I stream on a different channel. I stream on Cutterdawg52, so if you ever want to get a good laugh and be more entertained by... that's what I do. I talk... I never stop talking, right? I never stop talking. Unless there's no one to talk to. So then what I do is I find people to talk to, which would be the NPCs in video games. So I'm always having someone to talk to. I'll make it easy. Oh, look it out. Hey, Cutterdawg got a shout out. He's not even in the channel. What the fuck? Oh. I just heard that ding noise. That means that I just got another follow. We're going to have to go see who it is. Who do you guys think it is? Oh, I'm so excited. But yeah. Dreamy knows. Dreamy gets a kick out of it. Most people that usually come in get a kick out of it. But I think honestly, if I have to toot my own horn on one thing, I should have my answers, my responses to NPCs put in video games. You'll just come find out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay? We'll just keep it at that. It was you. Oh, spoiler alert! Damn it! I wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted to go over and be like, "Ooh, who's this new follower?" And Starbright with the spoiler alert. Jesus. I don't know. She's lucky that she answered 3.5 of the 4 questions correctly, or we'd be having a conversation. But so this is what you can expect here, and this is what you can expect if you come on the show, Starbright. No pressure, no expectations. If you walk out of here and then tomorrow you're like, I don't want to be on that crazy guy's podcast, I totally get it. But if you do, I look forward to it, and you just have to let me know when. I podcast I'm on disability. If I don't, I think I mentioned that during my story, but so I stream usually in the afternoons from 1 to 4 on Cutterdawg52, and then I podcast from 5:30 to around 8 o'clock every day, and then I stream again after that. Although tonight we're gonna watch some Stranger Things in the Discord first, so I'll be streaming later than normal tonight. But I do it every day. I humbly accept the fact that I do have like open availability, that I do stream a lot. So, but the podcast is normally at 5:30 Pacific time. Where are you, by the way? Are you East Coast or West Coast, Starbright? Starbright, Starlight. How I wish for a guest on the podcast tonight. Oh, sorry. I like to spit lyrics too sometimes, but you have to pay points for that. You're in Texas. Okay, so are you 2 hours away? Oh wait, no, I'm in Nevada, by the way. So is Texas West Coast, or what is Texas? No, that's New Mexico and then Texas. So you're like Central Time? Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock for you. Okay, so it would be 7:30 for you when I usually do my podcast, and I do them every day. So if you decide that you do want to come on, in fact, but I'll make it work around your schedule. If you can't do that and you want to do a different time, you just have to tell me. But the invite is open. I just wanted to let you know that that's normally when I do it, and you can use that information as you will. And I'm sure I'll see you in the Discord and everything with the GGL as well. We'll come holler at you when Ty Dolla Sign goes. When we do Discord movie nights, I post the times for all time zones. Yeah, she's really good. She mods my Discord too, so you'll know. So, and you're more than welcome to the movie nights and stuff that we do. We're gonna do, after I take a short break, we're gonna go watch Stranger Things. We'll decide if we want to do 1 or 2 episodes in a late stream, or 1 episode in a fairly late stream, because I got plans on a couple games I want to play. So, but just for your information, you do with it as you will. And if you do really want to come on, you let me know, and I'll leave it at that. But it was great having you. It was amazing. It was really cool. You helped me really have a... I would rather be doing this over anything else as far as like watching TikToks, although it is fun. And you'll enjoy my commentary when I judge TikToks too. I really like to get into them sometimes. So, but yeah. So, thank you for coming through, and everybody else. With the Werewolf, haven't seen you in a minute. And Potatoes chilling like a villain. Thank you for coming through, everybody. We're gonna raid out, and then we're gonna go watch some Stranger Things in the Discord, and then we're gonna go play some Battlefield and some Ark Raiders. Everyone have a good night. Nice to meet you all. See you in Clinton's live later. Yeah, is he live yet? I thought he would have been live by now. But we'll keep an eye out for him. If he's not live yet. If he goes live, we'll pull him up while we're watching that or streaming. So we're gonna read out Darling Juicy Pear. Darling Juicy Pear. She's over there. I follow her on my gaming channel. She's over there playing your game there, Fortnite. But thank you, Starbright. I hope to talk to you again soon, and then I'll see you when I see you. So let's go raid out and show Darling some love, and then I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to watch Stranger Things, and then we're going to do some game streaming later. Thanks, Werewolf, and everybody. Stick around for the raid if you guys want, and then if you guys got to go do your thing, and if Clinton goes live, Starbright, I'll see you there too. And see you in the Discord. And you all know where to find me. Cutterdawg Podcast is out. We out. And Commando. I love you, Commando. I didn't see you. I forgot you came around. My broken brain. Please still hire me on to be your hype man, please. I love you, man. All right, guys.